Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division 2 video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 2 versus 2 on Vitebsk, and in this one I'm going to be using the new 29th Tank Corps. And I'm going to be joined by an AI on my side using the 26 Guards, and on the opposing side the AI has the 20th Panzer and the 78th Sturm. So Vitebsk is not a new map to the beta, but I don't think I've actually played a match on this map on my channel, so it might be new to some of you who haven't picked up the game yet. Let's get some troops down. Probably going to rely on the Su-57s quite a bit in the early game, especially for our engagement up on this hill, but our plan is to take control of the high ground and then in the later game just really dominate with the IS-2s. Now, thankfully we will have our very hard AI on the left to deal with one of the very hard AI, but we're still going to have to get a lot of kills and basically carry our AI to victory. It's going to be pretty damn important. I think I'm just going to bring this one on the main road. There might be quite a lot of stuff that comes down there. These Su-57s could get the job done. I wish I could see where these troops were going to go from this very hard AI, because I'm probably going to have to put some stuff on here anyway. So let's bring down some Sapere. And these guys are good at the medium to long range, and then what I'll do is I'll supplement these with some flamethrowers. Like the unit in the middle if I can. Okay. And I'm going to need some Avtokomroti, which are the command unit, to go with those. See, at the moment I'm just tucking up the troops as close to the edge of the deployment line as I can whilst keeping them on the road. Keeping them on the road is pretty important, just to make sure that your troops make good use of the fast move order. If you try to take them off the road, they'll just have a very slow start and your opponent might get to the place you want to be sooner than you, which can be quite annoying. I'm also going to bring, I think, a couple of T-34s up on this hill. They will be able to help us against any armor that might show up. I am tempted to also bring an AT gun to the other side of this river. Or I guess it's a lake, not a river. We will put that there and I'll attack move it into the side of these trees, and that can cover the edge of this hill against anything that's going to come up that road there. We're also going to need some units, of course, for this right side, so let's bring in some Sapere. Try and get those into the tree lines if we can. Do have to go across the open, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to bring in a couple of these Strelkys with the PTRDs. They're really good for helping us with light vehicles early on. And I'm also going to send a command unit up here as well. Might bring a couple of T-34s. Honestly, it may be worth putting all my T-34s in the same place, but I'm not entirely sure we can afford to do that at the moment. Let's bring in the 45mm AT gun. These are quite cheap, and I'm just going to probably place it quite far back, not too far forward, just so that it doesn't get revealed at range and killed off. And then throughout here we probably want to spread out some flamethrowers. So let's grab the support tab and we'll just put down a lot of these Ognematiki. And we can get 4 of them with the remaining points that we have. I'll just place these into all of the forested areas. I might have 2 in the center one. We are running on balanced, so we'll just get slowly stronger throughout the game, but off we go. I do need to give orders to these T-34s, so let's do that. Just give them the quick hunt order, but off we go. Check out these guys. Just the 2 men on their lonesome in the back there. The AT gun being pulled ahead. We've got all of the Su-57s zooming up and trying to get into position. So where are all of these troops of the AI going? Doesn't look like I can hold shift on AI units to find out their commands, which is annoying, but we'll make do. So we'll just unload that probably pretty soon actually, just so that we can cover the side of the hill sooner than later. And we'll move that into there. Great. Just covering the main road, the Su-57. Ognematiki, just going to hold the ground for the time being. I'm probably going to bring in some Strelki and we're going to try and push onto this hill at some point. Okay, so here comes the enemy units. Ooh, they're getting very close to us. To allow them to fire. If we can kill off some of these Opoblitz before they unload, that'd be perfect. They're trying to do a runner. We only have AP shells on those, so we can't actually do much against infantry with the Su-57s. My Strelki can unload, and I guess we'll probably unload most of them. They are in the open, but I need to get the machine guns going. And I think we just bailed out both of the Stugs there. And we took out the Stug with a bailout, and the other one got crew killed, I think. So that's pretty nuts. Did a great job. All of these units need to unload, and we probably need to start moving forwards a bit more. Alright, off we go. Yeah, we'll move Sapperly there. That one can push up. That one can come across, and we'll move up the command. These will need to unload. We'll push them up a bit more. Unload that AT gun where it is. Lovely. Right, so with these all being pinned down, we can probably just charge them with the T-34s. I do want to see if I can take out the other Stug that we spotted. And we're going to bring up a couple of T-34-85s now. Let's have this one fast move to the left side. That one's going to run down the ersatz there. Fantastic. Is that an AT gun? No, it is a Flak 43. We're going to surrender that unit as well. I might even hunt down this ersatz so it's not behind our lines. That artillery is coming in onto the Su-57. It's actually killing them quite quickly. We are going to have to be careful about that. Also, the Stug can see us. Get out of line of sight. Okay, never mind, too late. Let's bring in some more AT guns up here. I think that's probably an important choice if we're going to be continuing to engage those Stugs at close range. We're also going to want to find a way to cover this off a bit better. My AT gun's been doing a great job though, so maybe we just bring in another one in a similar place. Or we could bring in like an M10 here. That would be a good choice. Currently it's got a question mark on the icon just because this is still beta. Please remember that, so everything is subject to change. Make sure I fit that in there. Right, let's go back to this right side. T-34 is still making ground for us, but the other Su-57's been taken out. Oh, never mind. I thought we'd lost one of the Su-57s, but we hadn't. Well, we just lost one then, but I thought we'd lost one before that. Right, that's great. Okay, so the Sapperly can keep pushing forwards. We'll have these ones actually come across, like so. And soon my my T-34-85s will be in position, and they can engage the Stugs at range. Oh, looks like we've got some enemy infantry that's going to be pushing into us soon. I may want to engage the Flammenwerfer from range if we can. So far, so good. We do have 13 points over the AI's 11. I'm going to bring in some more Strelki to push up on this right side. We have managed to capture this point though, which is really nice. Let's move the Su-57 across and see if we can penetrate these Stugs. Oh, we managed to bail that out in one shot. Pretty nice. Armor cracked. See if we can take out the other one. Oh, that is the Stug at close range, and it won this time around. Right, here comes my AT guns. Let's just unload that, push it in, unload this one, and push it up as well. Let me move that separately back. We're going to move this one down like so. We did manage to gun jam that Stug 3. That is pretty useless right now, and the T-34 should be able to find a side shot into that. Nice bailout. And it's dead. Right, we're getting more kills on the side of this hill, which is nice. We've got these Strelki that can shoot these Opablets as they come up. We can also take out that Schützenführer. The Stug 3 is currently falling back on the right side. Now the divisions that the AI are using are my own. They have my Stuglife division, the Maverick one, and they've also got my Maverick 20th Panzer. So in Phase B, they're going to be pretty damn obnoxious actually. But we are still in Phase A for another 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and so far we're doing quite well. We've got 15 points over the AI's 9. Managed to capture this one in the center without too much resistance, which is good. I think it's mainly because we've covered off against most of the Stugs quite well. We've managed to win at close range due to the Su-57s that we had. My T-34s have also been doing us quite a few favors. This T-34-85 has actually got 2-star veterancy, which is great. I do want to try and take this point on the right. Do I have another T-34-85 on the way? I do. Let's bring in another one. We're going to move back with the Strelki here, since that Stug... Well, there's nothing we can do about that right now. I did lose this last one, so we've lost all of those recon vehicles that we were relying on. Actually, we do have like one more Su-57. But yeah, we lost the 3 that we had initially. I'm probably going to have one of the Flamer squads cover off this road, and we'll move the commander over here to support these T-34s. And the AI here does have a couple of these T-34s. Hopefully ours will be better. Oh, we actually just killed a Nashorn. Oh, where was that? Was that on the road? Must have been over here. Yeah, looks like it was. My T-34-85 winning out at the close range engagement. That's fantastic. Really good. I'm going to bring in a few more Flamers in these trees, because controlling this area is going to be important for us to take this hill eventually. If we manage to get that far against the AI, that is. Oh nice, we've come across one of the AA pieces. We're going to take that out. Let's now push across. Hopefully we can take out this T-34. Alright, so far so good. Let's just move the Strelki back. Hopefully my Flamers will defeat their Flamers. We'll see. I think because they have the extra veterancy, they've got damage resistance, and that's going to allow them to win that. Let's just bring in the last 2 Strelki. I really want to take over this hill on the right, because when we move into Phase B, I'm going to want to bring in the full force of the IS-2s. Oh dear, that's not good. We're going to surrender. Oh, I think I just about managed to get them out of range of the Flammenwerfer. Might not be worth sacrificing that T-34-76 there. Let's bring it over to the right, and we'll move these back for the time being. My driver was killed, but I think we managed to take out the Stug that was here. We have managed to get right up to the Schützenführer, which is nice. And zap them with the flames from the corner of the map. Beautiful. Okay, time for the big boys. We've got IS-2s we can get on the way over here. So we're probably going to bring one up onto the side of the hill just here. Probably going to bring one up on the right side as well. Unload these guys and continue to push them forwards. Got a couple Strelki that can accompany my T-34-85s. Yeah, looks like we lost out on that engagement again. It's really annoying. Okay, let's move up these T-34-85s a bit more aggressively to the edge of these trees. Currently being hit by a lot of their artillery on this right side, so hopefully I can overrun that at some point. And this Ersatztruppens trying to get the better of my 45mm AT gun, but thankfully it is covered by my M10. And oh, that's nice of the AI. They're bringing some supply to my AT gun to resupply the APCR. Not that it's really going to use it anymore, I don't think, because it's no longer in a decent position there since our front line has moved forwards. But, oh well. So bring in some Avtomachiki, and we'll bring in some more Sapari for that hill. And in the next tick, we'll purchase the next IS-2. We currently have 16 points over the AI. We've captured this one in the center. That was the AI. We've almost captured this one, actually. And we've also captured the one on the right. So 3 of the extra are ours from us doing it. And then on the left side, I think the very hard AI is currently beating up the AI with the 20th Panzer with all of these KV-1Es. And the AI is just struggling to break through that at the moment. Let's have my Avtokomrati move up here, because otherwise they're just going to get killed off. Well, there we go. That's what I thought would happen if they stayed there. Unfortunately, I didn't notice quick enough that they were being artied. Let's bring the T-34-85s up onto this hill. We should be able to take that position as well. Start to really bash on the AI. Oh, here comes a Nashorn. Oh no. Oh no, at that range. We're lucky that that was just a shooter kill, because that could have been so much worse. Let's see, what do you guys want to see? We'll bring in a Boston A20G and I'll show you guys how this thing works. We'll go strafe there, 120mm. Mortar here. Also going to bring in a P39. We'll have a look at that as well. But this thing underneath has the guns there. I think it currently strafes like a normal aircraft with its front guns, but its underneath guns also fire. But look how much damage we did to that 120mm like that quickly. It's pretty crazy. Right now we have the P39. It's going to come in and try and save our A20. I don't think it's going to be successful in doing so. Oh, never mind. They decided to evac their plane, so we might be able to get it, although they do have plenty of AA hit, so we might be in trouble. So far, it hasn't actually fired at us, so we'll never know. Looks like it's going to have got out of range. P39s are actually like way faster than their ME-109s, but there we go. Oh, nice cluster bomber coming in from the AI onto the Nashorn. That's going to probably kill that off. And we're just going to strafe the 120mm here. And lovely jubbly. The guns on these P39s are really good for strafing for sure, so make sure you use that. We'll use them for that purpose, because otherwise you're missing out. Let's see. I'll also bring in a bomber, show you guys how good this works. We'll bomb this town. I'm just going to put the bombs in the middle of the town because we'll suppress everything around the town, and then I can get my T-34 in position to just drive on through and surrender everything. At least that's the plan. I'm going to strafe that Begleitpioneer. Pioneer. And that is bombs away. Lovely. We'll get him out of there. And you can see that all of the infantry is now falling back from the town. There they go. And we're going to capture this point. That is going to mean we win in 3 minutes. I might actually have to pull back because we haven't really had a good look at a lot of these units. But here's our Wolverine. Oh, how gorgeous is this game sometimes. You just zoom down and you're just like, oh wow, it's just awesome. That is a Crew Panic 251. We are going to want to hit that with a shell, just so that we recover our front line here. There's not really much else to see, honestly. We've got our IS-2 that's just sitting on the top of this hill doing work. The Valentines, we could bring in some of those at the spawn and have a cheeky peek. Got 6 minutes left. See about moving forwards the IS-2 a little bit more. Get some shots on target. Watch it in action. It does have this machine gun on top that can actually fire at aircraft because it's a Dushka. You know, like you have those little Dushka trucks. They can really kill enemy aircraft if you let them. It's quite funny. Anyway, the P-39, we'll get that out of there. It's already used up all its ammunition. And let's have a look at this poor old Valentine that's going to take a year to get to the front line because it only has 25 km/h speed on road. It's lonely, but it looks kind of cool. Not going to lie. And well, yeah, that's most of the units shown off. The AI is going ham on the left flank. I probably gave them my division that was a little bit too good. I probably should have given them a Juggernaut division or something so they didn't roll over the AI so quickly. But we'll bring up an IS-2 to the right side. Our plan was to take the high ground and we managed to do so. If I'd been focusing on bringing in IS right now, then we would be in a perfect position to just annihilate all of these Stugs that are coming in. And we still are, really. The IS-2 here can pop all of these with a 100% penetration chance. Its accuracy is not that great. Like the IS-2's accuracy on its main gun is only 30%, so do be aware that it's not really going to hit the mark all that often, but when it does, it's very likely to actually kill, so that's good. And we also haven't even used a commander the entire game, so we'll bring in one of those. Although we're not even relying on command on the right side. Let's have our AT gun fall back because we're currently losing ground on the right side. I need to reinforce that with more infantry. Since we're under so much fire, it looks like the IS is just completely doomed here. And we're going to have to reverse away from that once the loader knockout is gone. This T-34 is currently turret stuck as well, so and that's not good because it can't really do anything against all this infantry that's in front of it. But you can just see how tanky these ISs can be. Let's bring in that infantry to the right side now. Get the Saperi in there, we'll get the Avtomachiki. Lovely. Right, we've got the spalling hit onto the Stug 3. Hopefully we can get the kill. We did. Although there's another one now, we've got shooter knockout, so we might be worth trying to sort of retreat from that engagement for the time being, otherwise we won't win it. At least we'll probably still have the point captured if we sit in this position. I gotta love the AI going around and refilling all of my APCR. They're so kind. My M10 got a decent chance actually to penetrate the Stug 3s, but doesn't have much armour, so it's equally as likely that the Stugs will penetrate my M10, and that's exactly what just happened. My Valentine's actually going to get to the front line before the end of the game, because I've let them capture back a lot of points. I wouldn't say intentionally, but there we go. That is a gun-jammed Stug. Let's just try and clear those up. We should probably try and kill this Stug actually before it gets fixed. Oh, it's already fixed. Well, I guess we'll just have to kill it again. Kill the crew again. I'm just going to give that a standard attack order. Good. We might be able to kill off those Stern Pioneers in the open. Alright, here comes the IS. Does that have line of sight onto the Stug? It does. Beautiful. And the Stug is dead. As you get closer, accuracy gets better, so the IS-2 had a much better chance to hit there, and did manage to hit the mark, for sure. I'm going to want to bring up my own supply here to repair these tanks, because currently they're in a pretty terrible position. They're also getting pretty low on AP shells, especially with these Stugs coming up. I might just bomb the Stugs and just kill them. So we'll bomb like behind where like all of these infantry are in the town, and then after that we can push forward more aggressively with the IS to kill the Stugs. Or if the Stugs end up falling back, then we can kill them off. Oh, my Valentine at the front, it just came up here. It just got there and it died. Poor thing. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna fly towards this guy. My gunners, I think, can actually attack that as they fly past. It's quite funny. Probably bring in some of my own Air Force to deal with these guys. Is that going to go for the bombing strike onto my 57mm AT? I think it is. Thankfully, my P-39 is pretty good. Currently just circling with the ME-109 G6R6. Let's see if we can get that kill. Here comes the fighter escort, and we made it just in time. Unfortunately, it looks like they brought in some AA, so that might actually finish off my aircraft. Yeah, the Boston went down. That is that is sad times. Easy strafe though, and I think that's victory. Yeah, major victory. Nice. Well, there we go. Smash the AI with an AI. 21 minutes, 59 seconds. 3,450 kills, 1,595 losses. And hopefully that showed off a little bit our division today, the tank corps. We did manage to see the ISs in action, which was nice. Let's have a look at some of these kills. So the Su-57 early on, it killed a bunch of Flammenwerfers before they unloaded, but I don't think it killed much else. This Su-57 managed to kill the Stug. I did manage to like crew kill and bail out the Stugs, didn't I, with those SUs. They're really, really good at the moment. Then we have the T-34-76s. This one, look at that go. Wow. Two Stugs, Panzer IV, Panzer III. One of the captured T-34s. Really nice. I think that was the one in the middle. And then we have the Strelke DP. That did really well. This T-34-85 killing the Stug and the Nashorn. The Nashorns went down really well. Like I think this was the one on the hill on the middle right. Did nicely there. This map, Vitebsk, is very focused on those high ground areas. So if you capture them and you can control them and you have some decent heavy armor, you pretty much dominate the game. And with a division like this that I have, getting the IS-2 into those positions is like really scary to deal with. The T-34-85's there, taking out two Stugs. I mean, a lot of my units paid themselves off nicely, and we saw the P-39s in action and just how strong they can be. The Boston strafing aircraft, we unfortunately didn't really get to see its full potential, but I think you guys got a good idea of the damage with how quickly it hurt the 120mm mortar, even though it ended up getting shot down. So there we go. That's a little showcase of the 29th Tank Corps. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.